The words came so quietly that Isla Hart almost ignored them. "Don't move. Follow me." She had spent years learning which voices demanded attention and which ones could safely fade into the background. This one came from a young janitor kneeling beside a utility cart, his expression calm but unusually focused. He wasn't panicked. He wasn't trying to impress her. He simply looked like someone who had noticed something she hadn't. Without another word, he stepped toward a wide stone planter near the entrance of the estate and motioned for her to stay close. If you believe in kindness and second chances, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Corner. The charity gala at Willow Crest Estate had started less than 20 minutes earlier. Luxury cars lined the curved driveway while guests in tailored suits and evening dresses drifted toward the grand ballroom. Waiters balanced silver trays filled with sparkling drinks. A string quartet played beneath white lights hanging from ancient oak trees. Everything looked exactly as Isla's staff had planned. As the founder and CEO of Hartwell Living, a company known for restoring historic neighborhoods instead of replacing them, Isla preferred quiet evenings to glamorous events. But tonight mattered. Investors, city officials, and nonprofit partners had all gathered to announce a new affordable housing initiative. The last thing she expected was to be following a janitor behind a flower planter. The young man wore a Navy maintenance uniform with a stitched name patch that read, Nolan Mercer. He couldn't have been older than 30. His sleeves were rolled neatly above his wrists, and there were faint circles beneath his eyes that suggested sleep had been in short supply. He glanced toward the driveway again before speaking. "Please stay here for a minute." Isla looked confused. "Why?" "I think the limousine is about to roll." She frowned. The black limousine parked near the front entrance appeared perfectly still. A large bodyguard stood several feet away while the driver unloaded luggage from the rear compartment. Then Isla noticed it. The driveway sloped almost invisibly toward the entrance gate. The driver's door wasn't fully shut, and the limousine was moving. Not fast, just enough. The heavy vehicle began creeping backward, almost silently. The bodyguard still faced the front entrance. Guests continued chatting without noticing. A catering employee carrying stacked glassware was walking directly behind the limousine. Nolan didn't shout. He sprinted. He reached the catering employee first, gently pulling him aside before waving both arms toward the driver. "Brake! Brake!" The driver turned just in time, lunging into the seat and slamming the brake pedal before the limousine reached the stone steps. Silence settled over the driveway. Only after everyone realized what had almost happened did conversations slowly begin again. The catering employee looked pale. I never even heard it moving." Neither had anyone else, including Isla. She turned toward Nolan. "You saw all that from over there?" He shrugged awkwardly. "I clean these walkways every morning. I know this slope better than most people." There wasn't a trace of pride in his voice, only relief. Isla thanked him quietly before security resumed their positions. Most guests assumed it had simply been a parking mistake and returned inside. But Isla couldn't stop thinking about the young janitor. An hour later, she found him replacing a burned-out light bulb in a service hallway behind the ballroom. "You handled yourself well out there," she said. Nolan smiled politely without looking up. "I just happened to notice. You probably saved someone from getting hurt." "Maybe." His answer was almost uncomfortable, as if compliments never sat naturally with him. Isla leaned against the wall. "How long have you worked here?" "About 8 months." "And before that?" "I worked construction until my company closed. I've been taking whatever jobs I can find since then." He hesitated before adding something he clearly hadn't planned to share. "I've got a 6-year-old daughter waiting at home. Steady work matters more than impressive work these days." That sentence stayed with Isla longer than anything else he said. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't meant to earn sympathy. It was simply the truth.